Alright, hello everyone. This is Sir Adrian back here to film the USA's turn in our current game of Global Empires 1915 titled Operation Gathering Storm, where we are in the summer 1916, I believe. Yes, summer 1916. So we have the one major factory in New York. These actually should have been updated when they're captured. So we'll do that quick as a housekeeping. So Midwest and Washington are minor factories. That one's just damaged, so it's fine. So there we go. Okay. Yeah, so we have the one major factory. We're going to go ahead and roll for engineering and see what we get. Perfect. 10, that's a success. So we move to stage 3, engineering. I can't recall if you get this immediately, if that was changed or not. I think it might have been, but I'm not entirely sure. If it was, I'll go for doctrine. Yeah, I'll go for doctrine, so we'll go ahead and roll that just in case. Okay, so it's a miss anyway, so we don't have to worry about it. So we are at war with the Americans. We've already been moved up to our wartime, but went down slightly due to them taking some of our territory. But we have 27 IPPs to spend. So spend all that on 4 infantry or early infantry units, 2 early cavalry units. We will lend lease a transport to the German Empire, and we will attempt to influence Japan. So we'll go ahead and do the Japanese influence roll to start. Take this orange die. So we need a 2 or less because we're not paying anything. And that's a miss. So there's that. Now then, in terms of attacks, we do have a couple. This coastal submarine is going to move 1. It's going to raid the British line in P-59, so the East Asian line. This torpedo boat is going to move 1, 2. An attempt to raid the same line, which I will check double quick, but I'm pretty sure we can do. Okay, so the surface raiding ships, yeah, they don't get any sort of modifiers. Didn't think they did. So we'll do that. We will, well, actually just double check. I think torpedo boats do have two. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do that. This early cavalry is going to do a walk-on attack into Alberta and take that for us. And this early cavalry is going to attempt to take British Columbia. And this submarine that we had here, actually, it does have a boost because of the major port, so we'll actually get it to move. Oh, well, it doesn't even need the boost, but yeah, we'll actually have it go to the Indian Ocean line instead and try to raid that. And I believe that should be it. Yeah, that should be it for combat. Excuse me. So we'll go ahead and do that. So we'll start with the Indian Ocean line. Coastal sub gets a +1. Red will be the defender, black the attacker. Okay, so we get 6 to his 2. So that should be 4 damage, if I recall correctly how to do this. So this line here will be maxed out. So the British will lose 3 FPP there. And we'll go ahead and roll on the East Asian line. Same thing, black attacker. And perfect. So same thing. That's pretty much all we needed. So this line is maxed out as well. So I'll lose an additional 2. And these ones are still open because it's a French-British line, and this one's just a British line. Whereas this line, for example, is closed in this version of the game because we're at war with each other, and it's an American and British line. But anyway, that's done. Now for the attack into British Columbia. So our cavalry, or early cavalry, will be at a 2 because he's going into mountain terrain on all rounds of combat, and we can go up to 3 rounds, and the early colonial will be defending at a 2. So black will be myself as the attacker, red will be the defender. And that's very unfortunate. So our cavalry is eliminated. Terrible luck, but that's alright. So that's done. So now just non-combat movement. An early cavalry from the Great Lakes move into Chicago. Have a militia from the Great Lakes walk into Chicago. We'll have an early mountain infantry from New Orleans rail into the northeast. We'll have 2 early infantry from New York rail into New Orleans. And yeah, I think that's fine like that. Yep. So now just place units. So we have our 2 reserves. So those are both going to go into New Orleans. We're going to have 3 of our early infantry that we built go into New York. Whoop. There we go. We're going to have 1 of them going to Chicago. And then we're going to have 2 cavalry going to the Great Lakes. And the transport, it'll be leaving the major shipyard out of New York, going up through A18, A19, A20, A21, A22, A23, and it'll end up at the major shipyard in Western Germany. So we'll go ahead and add it, the second fleet there. Alright, so we spent everything as I said. We collect our income, which is 33 plus 2 in trade for Brazil and Venezuela for a total of 35. And that'll be it for the American turn. And we will go ahead and hand things on over to the Chinese, actually, because now we have the warlord era.